What if you went to space? You probably won't, but you never know, right? What if you just decided you were gonna do this crazy thing? I'd even argue that there's not that big of a difference between you and an astronaut. Sure, they've done a ton of research and studying, but that doesn't mean that you can't also do crazy things, right? Sometimes to do things that people don't think are possible, you need to be a little delusional. Just like going to the moon. So why not you? From December 12 to 15, we had 25 teenagers fly out to Orlando, Florida for a hackathon. But after one day, I slowly realized that the hackathon wasn't the reason these teenagers came. The promise for this event was if you code 75 hours, you'd fly to Orlando, Florida, go to Universal, NASA Kennedy Space Center, all while simultaneously building a project with friends for the weekend. But after the opening ceremony, I quickly realized what our first problem was.
Welcome everyone to Moonshot!
Just kidding. But the premise for this one was a little different in the sense that
we wanted to organize something fun. If you think about something fun, you think about Universal Studios or Disneyland or something like that. So we wanted to keep that balance between working, coding, and make friends and do something else, something new.
The only problem was that it might have gone too far in the other direction. See, we were at a 4-star hotel, 2 pools, going to 2 amusement parks, and I've never heard of a hackathon with a bed and a shower. So the sense of urgency felt a little less for this one. And after the first 2 days, I was having trouble figuring out what the story of this hackathon would be. Because at the beginning, to be honest, I was worried this event wouldn't inspire people in the way we hoped. Okay, so day 1, pretty simple. Everyone arrives, opening ceremony. We go over what the next few days would look like. And everyone either went straight to sleep from jet lag or stayed up starting their projects. But you see, the way the prompts of each project worked was they picked out 3 words at random from a bowl and they had to incorporate all of them somehow.
We got a horrible combination of words. I cannot lie.
That was evil. That was genuinely evil.
It's really hard connecting Blackout Comet and old memes together. The last one kind of threw everything off.
Our team got Space Seal, Unidentifiable Object, and Hacker.
The words were Meteor Shower, Space Cow, and Bug.
It was a bit interesting to have a project bowl idea because like everyone's project is going to be vastly different from each other. But still, like, you could completely get screwed over with the themes, so it's kind of like a 50-50.
Everyone was just thinking, what the heck do I even make with this? Later on, a lot of people ended up making games. So let's just skip to day 2. We went to Universal from 2 to 9. And I think now would also be a really good time to highlight the schedule of this event. See, one of the reasons I was so worried was that if you look closely here, each day had an adventure right in the middle of it. And that meant the only real times to code were then in the morning and late at night.
It's currently 10 a.m. right now. I stayed up till 2 a.m. learning Godot. Most of the teams went to sleep, except for like me, and I saw some other guys outside.
And when I would go around, I did see people making progress on their projects.
And there's a nice preview. Okay, so personally, I just really wanted to figure out what was going on and blocking it. And after 23 iterations of that, I gave up. And it worked. Sometimes the key to success is giving up.
Please work. And it moves around. There's double jumping and dashes. And also when you go to this image right here and click E, it's supposed to open a terminal later, but right now it just prints hello.
But because the hotel was so big and they were able to work wherever they wanted in it, running around, I couldn't find more than 3 teams to ask how their progress was going. Where's your group?
They're asleep.
Yeah. There's 1 here, 1 over there, 2 in the room. I can't find anything else. Where's your group?
They are sleeping.
Me too! Yo, let's go!
So you're just gonna work alone on the project?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the group.
We're trying to find more people. So honestly, it felt like no one was coding, which wasn't the case, of course. But by the second day, I had no clue if anyone was gonna finish in time. It felt like outside of 1 or 2 teams, no one was feeling inspired. I was worried this wasn't gonna change anyone's life.
Why did we choose
Since everyone was so separated, I didn't think any connections were being made. But then day 3 came. We visited NASA Kennedy Space Center, and I realized, up until this point, I had been getting everything wrong. As I sat watching in a dimmed control room, the exact place where the Apollo 13 lifted off, videos from the day when man first stepped on the moon. See, before that, I hadn't really cared too much about aerospace. Nowadays, it's pretty easy to think of it as a fact, like, oh yes, we've gone to the moon, we've done it like 6 times now. But when you really stop to think about it, and I mean like really think about it, the mere idea of getting a man to the moon is actually an insane thought to have. Do you know how delusional you have to have an idea like that and try to do it? There is a reason why they call it a moonshot when something seems absolutely impossible. Yet they did it. And then they did it 5 more times after that. And that's when I understood. It was never about the hackathon itself. Every single one of them coded 75 hours to get here. And yes, coding 75 hours is drastically different from going to space, but the concept was still the same. It was about doing something you don't think is possible, yet having the delusion to try anyway. After being so worried about how impactful this event was going to be for the past 3 days, that night, when I saw everyone staying up until 3:30 a.m. finishing their projects, having so much fun being around people as passionate in this as they are, strangers they just met but spent the whole weekend with, my perspective changed.
I remember seeing the deadline was on Sunday, and I was looking at this on Friday, 10 p.m., going to sleep. So I woke up the next day, realized that like, hey, I gotta get like 35 hours in the next like 48 hours.
The last 2 days before I submitted, I didn't sleep. Actually, no, I slept for 2 hours on the first day, and the second day I didn't sleep. And I was like, the whole time I was just thinking, I need to finish this, I need to finish this.
And I immediately thought, there's no way I'm getting in. I decided I might as well just try it, see how far it gets me. If not, I have a cool project. I ended up getting in just by luck and working as hard as I could, just straight 2 days, just coding. So
I'm an introvert. I don't really talk much to people. When I came here, I expected like I would work on my project on my own, maybe meet some people, but never really anything like this. Like
I've talked to people from like Austria, Hungary. One of my team members is from Greece, so like I've never talked to anybody from those countries before, and
You get to talk a lot about other aspects of your life, your interests, your passions, like your life, not just code.
If you just stay like in your room and you're like, no, I'm not good enough for these things, I can't go. At first you think like, oh, that's a completely different level. And then the more you do these things and the more you work with these people and talk with these people, you kind of realize like, oh, there's like a method to get to this point. It's not inaccessible. You can do it.
You don't have to go to space to do things you never thought were possible. And the bar doesn't have to be space for it to feel impossible. But once you make that decision to be delusional and still try, who knows? You might surprise yourself in ways that you never imagined.
Mi ha sorpreso un sacco come le persone effettivamente fossero emozionate nel iniziare a programmare, nel conoscere le altre persone e di come fossero super attive anche di notte. C'è tanto da non dormire pur di rimanere svegli a programmare. Questo per me è stato davvero una sorpresa, cioè non me lo aspettavo.
Oh, he doesn't even need to jump!